Bryan Kohberger, a quiet graduate student with a background in criminology, suddenly found himself at the center of one of the most shocking crimes in recent American history. Four University of Idaho students, Gary Baker, Madison Mogan, and Ethan Chapon, were brutally murdered in their own home, and all eyes turned to Kohberger as the prime suspect. What happened that night in Moscow, Idaho? And how did a seemingly ordinary young man become linked to a nightmare that would shake an entire community? In the quiet town of Moscow, Idaho, a chilling event shattered the peace of a close-knit college community. It was the early morning of November 13th when the bodies of four University of Idaho students were discovered in a rented home just blocks from campus. The gruesome scene stunned the nation. These young lives had been brutally taken in what quickly became known as the Idaho College Murders. At first, the community and authorities were desperate for answers. There were no signs of forced entry, no clear motive, and the students had no known enemies. The police investigation unfolded slowly, tangled with uncertainty and fear. The crime scene was carefully combed for clues, but it seemed the killer had left almost nothing behind except for a few subtle hints, buried in digital trails and forensic evidence. As days passed, attention turned to Bryan Kohberger, a graduate student who had recently moved to the area. He became the prime suspect due to a combination of suspicious behavior and the connection to the crime scene. Authorities revealed that Kohberger's background included studies in criminology, and his familiarity with investigative methods raised eyebrows. He was arrested after being linked to the murders through cell phone data and DNA evidence, sparking widespread debate. What made the case even more baffling were the strange contradictions in Kohberger's profile. Neighbors described him as quiet and unassuming, while the brutality of the crime seemed to contradict the person they thought they knew. The investigation peeled back layers of secrecy, exposing not just a horrific crime, but also the fragile trust within the campus community. In a shocking twist, new forensic tests suggested that some evidence might have been contaminated, casting doubt over certain aspects of the case. Yet, the mounting digital footprints kept pointing back to creating a tense battle between the defense and prosecution. Each revelation seemed to deepen the mystery rather than solve it. As the trial approached, questions remained. Was Bryan Kohberger truly the cold-blooded killer, or was he the unfortunate target of circumstantial evidence? The Idaho College murders became a haunting story of innocence lost, justice sought, and the terrifying possibility that sometimes the darkest secrets lie closer than we think.